warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is Jakeem Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
1st down, here's and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. One play action. Fields. Open man. He finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Ronald Jones, 1st carry for the USC man. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Hey, 66. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the screen.
Now Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 12.
Check. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Cover.
Now Brady again. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Patterson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Cam Newton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And here's this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fields on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Fields trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's got the hook up to Miller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brady to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. extra point put through by Succo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Brady now on first down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A really good 28 yards. On first and 10, here's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Succo. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun now for Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Fields.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off play action, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Forced out to his left.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. To throw, it's Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Now Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brady now on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
3rd and 2, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Patterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is caught by Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. And touchdown, Tampa Bay.
5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Sika, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 4th down, Fields.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
On 1st down, Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
To the air again, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears 1st down.
Fields on first down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. I guess you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Brady going to throw here. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
On play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.